Let's start our video. Once there lived a cheerful boy named Tim. Tim loved going to school, but there was one part of his day that made him feel sad: the bus ride. You see, every day on the bus, Tim faced a group of boys who liked to tease and bully him. They would make fun of his clothes, laugh at his backpack, and call him names. Tim tried to ignore them, but the hurtful words stung, and he wished for a way to make things better. One day, as Tim sat in his usual seat, feeling a bit nervous about what the boys might say, a kind lady named Mrs. Thompson, the bus driver, noticed the sadness in his eyes. Mrs. Thompson was known for her caring nature, and she decided that it was time to put a stop to the bullying on her bus. Instead of scolding the boys or using harsh words, Mrs. Thompson decided to take a different approach. She believed in the power of kindness and hoped to change the atmosphere on the bus by spreading positivity. One sunny afternoon, after dropping off the other kids, Mrs. Thompson called Tim to the front of the bus. She handed him a small box and said, "Tim, inside this box, you'll find something special. It's not just for you, it's for everyone on this bus. Open it when you feel it's the right time." Curious, Tim opened the box, and inside, he found a collection of colorful, heart-shaped stickers. Each sticker had a positive message like, "Be kind," "Spread love," and "You are awesome." Mrs. Thompson explained, "Tim, I believe that kindness has the power to change hearts. Whenever you hear unkind words, share these stickers with those boys. Let's see if a little bit of kindness can make a big difference." Encouraged by Mrs. Thompson's words, Tim eagerly accepted the challenge. The next day, as he boarded the bus, he kept the box of stickers close by. The teasing began again, but this time, Tim decided to respond with kindness. Instead of reacting angrily, he handed each boy a colorful heart-shaped sticker and said, "Hey, let's spread some positivity today." The boys were taken aback, not expecting Tim's response. They looked at the stickers, read the messages, and for a moment, the bus was filled with silence. Tim's simple act of kindness had caught them off guard. As the days went by, Tim continued to share the stickers with the boys on the bus. Slowly but surely, something began to change. The boys started to realize the impact of their hurtful words and the power of Tim's kindness. They went from teasing Tim to having conversations with him, learning about his interests, and discovering the person beyond the teasing target. One day, as the bus rumbled along the familiar route, the boys surprised Tim with a gesture of their own. They handed him a colorful card they had made together, expressing their apologies for the hurtful words and thanking him for showing them a different way. Tim's heart swelled with happiness. Mrs. Thompson, observing the transformation from her driver's seat, couldn't have been prouder. The atmosphere on the bus had shifted from negativity to a place filled with understanding and friendship. Word spread about the change on the bus, and soon the entire town of Harmonyville was talking about Tim's triumph of kindness. The story reached the school, and the principal decided to celebrate this positive change. The school organized a special assembly where Tim, Mrs. Thompson, and the boys shared their journey. The assembly became a turning point for the entire school. The message of kindness echoed through the hallways, and students started looking out for one another. The heart-shaped stickers became a symbol of change, and soon, everyone in Harmonyville was wearing them proudly. As the school year continued, Tim's story inspired other communities as well. News outlets picked up on the heartwarming tale, and soon, Tim was receiving messages from people all over the country. His small act of kindness on the bus had become a beacon of hope, proving that even in the face of bullying, one person's positive actions could create a ripple effect of change. Tim's journey taught everyone that revenge didn't have to be about hurting others back. Instead, it could be about turning a negative situation into an opportunity for growth and understanding. Tim's triumph of kindness had not only transformed the atmosphere on the bus, but had also created a wave of positivity that touched the hearts of many. Harmonyville had truly lived up to its name, thanks to the colorful heart-shaped stickers that became a symbol of triumph over negativity. Another story is about a hardworking maid named Maria. She worked for a wealthy family, the Thompsons, who had a beautiful house overlooking the town. Maria was known for her cheerful demeanor and dedication to her job, but unfortunately, she faced a difficult challenge: harassment from Mrs. Thompson, the owner of the house. Mrs. Thompson was a demanding and often unkind employer. She would yell at Maria for small mistakes, criticize her appearance, and make hurtful comments about her background. Despite Maria's best efforts, the mistreatment continued, making her daily life difficult and filled with stress. One day, after enduring another round of harsh words from Mrs. Thompson, Maria decided that enough was enough. She knew she deserved better, and she wanted to find a way to stand up for herself without resorting to negativity. In the heart of Serenityville, Maria had a friend named Lily, who worked at a local community center. Lily was a strong advocate for justice and kindness, and when she learned about Maria's struggles, she decided to help her friend find a positive way to address the situation. Lily suggested a unique approach, turning the negative energy into a positive force for change. She encouraged Maria to keep a diary where she could document each instance of mistreatment. However, instead of dwelling on the negative emotions, Lily advised Maria to focus on her strengths and the things that brought her joy. Every evening, Maria would sit down and write in her diary. She shared stories about her accomplishments, the friends she had made, and the small moments of happiness in her day. Lily believed that by shifting the focus from the negativity to the positive aspects of Maria's life, they could build a strong case for change. As the diary filled with entries, Maria's spirit lifted. She started to see herself not just as a maid, but as a resilient, capable individual with dreams and aspirations. Lily's guidance gave her the strength to face each day with a positive outlook, even in the midst of adversity. One day, as Maria was flipping through her diary, an idea struck her. She could turn her experiences into a powerful story that could inspire others. She decided to write a book, not just about the mistreatment she faced, but about overcoming challenges with grace and kindness. With Lily's support, Maria began penning her story during her free hours. She poured her heart into the pages, highlighting the strength that came from staying positive in the face of adversity. As she wrote, Maria envisioned a world where everyone treated each other with kindness and respect. Word spread about Maria's book, and soon, people in Serenityville began to take notice. The community was behind her, offering words of encouragement and support. The book became a symbol of empowerment, inspiring others to stand up against mistreatment and bullying. As Mrs. Thompson became aware of Maria's project, surprisingly, instead of reacting negatively, Mrs. Thompson started to reflect on her own actions. The book had touched a chord, making her realize the impact of her hurtful behavior. Feeling a sense of guilt, Mrs. Thompson decided to have an honest conversation with Maria. She admitted her faults, apologized for the mistreatment, and expressed a genuine desire to change her ways. Maria, demonstrating the strength that had fueled her journey, accepted the apology, knowing that true change came from understanding and growth. The town of Serenityville witnessed a remarkable transformation. Maria's book, titled Rising Above, became a local bestseller, spreading a message of flexibility and kindness. The community center, where Lily worked, organized workshops on empathy and understanding, support a culture of respect and support. Maria's story also reached the Thompson family, prompting them to reevaluate their treatment of their employees. They implemented new policies to ensure a respectful and individual work environment, creating a positive shift in their household. The book's success allowed Maria to pursue her dream of starting a small business. With the support of the community, she opened a cafe that became a gathering place for locals, fostering a sense of unity and camaraderie. In the end, Maria's victory was not just about standing up against mistreatment, but about turning a negative situation into a catalyst for positive change. Serenityville became a town where everyone, regardless of their background or occupation, was treated with kindness and respect. Maria's journey, from a mistreated maid to an inspirational author and business owner, demonstrated the power of resilience, positivity, and the ability to rise above challenges. The community of Serenityville embraced these lessons, and Maria's story became a beacon of hope for all. reminding them that even in the face of adversity, kindness and strength could triumph over negativity. In another story, bustling city of Thunder Ridge, a passionate biker named Jake reveled in the freedom of the open road. Jake's love for his motorcycle, Thunderbolt, was only surpassed by his desire to share the joy of riding with his community. However, his dream rides turned into a nightmare when a group of neighborhood bullies targeted him on the road. Every time Jake revved up Thunderbolt, a gang of aggressive bikers from his neighborhood would tail him, revving their engines and shouting insults. Their leader, Mike, took particular pleasure in tormenting Jake, making his rides a stressful experience, rather than the exhilarating escape they once were. Jake, known for his calm demeanor, decided that enough was enough. Instead of reacting with anger, he chose to turn the tables on Mike and his gang in a way that would not only protect his enjoyment of riding, but also teach them a lesson about respect. One sunny afternoon, Jake discovered a local charity motorcycle event happening in Thunder Ridge. He saw an opportunity to use this event to not only showcase his passion for biking, but also to outshine Mike and his gang in front of the community. Determined to take control of the situation, Jake invited friends from the local biking community to join him at the charity event. Together, they planned a day filled with positivity, camaraderie, and most importantly, a chance to ride for a good cause. As the day of the event arrived, Jake and his friends gathered at the starting point, their bikes gleaming in the sunlight. Instead of focusing on the negative energy from Mike and his gang, Jake channeled his passion into making the event a celebration of unity among bikers. The charity ride took them through Thunder Ridge's scenic routes, attracting attention from the community. Jake and his friends rode with pride, their bikes echoing the powerful message that biking was about camaraderie and a shared love for the open road. Word spread quickly, and the local media caught wind of the positive event. Newspapers and television stations covered the charity ride, highlighting the unity and goodwill within the biking community. Jake's vision for a positive biking experience had come to life, overshadowing the negative energy that had plagued his rides. The impact of the charity ride reached Mike and his gang, who couldn't ignore the positive attention Jake and his friends were receiving. Slowly, the community began to see a stark contrast between Jake's inclusive and charitable approach to biking and the bullying tactics of Mike and his gang. Jake's act of turning a negative situation into a positive movement had not only protected his joy of riding, but had also become a symbol of resilience for the entire biking community. The charity ride became an annual event, growing in popularity and becoming a testament to the power of unity and goodwill. In an unexpected turn of events, Mike approached Jake one day, expressing a desire to change his ways. The positive atmosphere created by Jake's initiative had made him reconsider his actions, and he wanted to be a part of the inclusive biking community he had once mocked. Jake, recognizing the opportunity for growth and redemption, welcomed Mike into the fold. Together, they worked towards mending the rift between their groups and fostering a new culture of respect and unity on the Thunder Ridge roads. The neighborhood bullies, once fueled by negativity, found themselves transformed by the positive energy Jake had introduced into their lives. The road to redemption had not only protected Jake's love for biking, but had also paved the way for a new era of harmony among the bikers of Thunder Ridge. As the years passed, the charity ride continued to thrive, becoming a symbol of the positive change initiated by Jake. The community rallied around the annual event, celebrating not only the joy of riding, but also the resilience and determination that had turned a negative experience into a powerful force for good. Jake's story became an inspiration for bikers far and wide, emphasizing the importance of staying true to one's passion and using it as a catalyst for positive change. Thunder Ridge, once divided by rivalry, now stood united on the road to redemption, proving that sometimes the best revenge is not retaliation, but rather the triumph of kindness and unity. In the next story, there lived a passionate storyteller named Emily. She spent her days weaving tales that transported readers to magical worlds and touched their hearts. However, Emily's peaceful existence took an unexpected turn when a jealous rival named Richard decided to undermine her success. Richard, a struggling writer, couldn't bear the thought of Emily's popularity overshadowing his own. Consumed by envy, he hatched a plan to tarnish her reputation and steal the spotlight. Richard spread false rumors about Emily, claiming that she had plagiarized her stories and had no originality of her own. The rumors spread like wildfire, and soon, Emily found herself facing accusations that threatened to destroy the very essence of her passion. Heartbroken and frustrated, she knew she needed to take action to clear her name and reclaim her place in the literary world. Instead of retaliating with anger or sinking to Richard's level, Emily decided to use her skills as a storyteller to turn the narrative in her favor. She embarked on a journey to create a masterpiece that would not only silence her critics, but also inspire others to rise above adversity. Emily's story began with a character named Luna, a resilient young girl who faced false accusations and adversity in her own magical realm. As Luna navigated the challenges thrown her way, Emily infused the tale with lessons of courage, resilience, and the power of creativity to overcome negativity. As the story unfolded, Emily introduced a community of characters who stood by Luna's side, supporting her in the face of adversity. These characters represented the unwavering support Emily received from her friends, family, and loyal readers during her own challenging times. The magical realm Emily created became a metaphor for the real-world challenges she faced. Luna's journey mirrored Emily's own quest for redemption and the restoration of her reputation as a storyteller. The story was not just a means of self-expression, but a tool to showcase the transformative power of storytelling. Word of Emily's new masterpiece spread, catching the attention of the literary community in Storyville. The town, once divided by rumors, became intrigued by the narrative that promised not only a captivating tale, but also a reflection of the challenges faced by the storyteller herself. The day of the book launch arrived, and Emily was nervous but determined. The town gathered at the local bookstore, eager to delve into the magical world she had crafted. As Emily read aloud from her book, the room fell silent, captivated by the enchanting tale of Luna and the profound lessons it imparted. The resonance of Emily's story was felt far beyond Storyville. Readers from neighboring towns, and even distant cities, found solace and inspiration in Luna's journey. Emily's narrative had transcended the boundaries of fiction, becoming a beacon of hope for those facing challenges in their own lives. Meanwhile, Richard, expecting to witness Emily's downfall, found himself spellbound by the very story he had tried to undermine. Luna's resilience and the support she received resonated with Richard in unexpected ways. As the final pages unfolded, he began to question his own actions and the motivations that had driven him to harm a fellow storyteller. The story's impact reached beyond the pages of the book. Readers and critics alike applauded Emily for her courage in turning a negative situation into a source of inspiration. The accusations that once threatened to ruin her career now served as the catalyst for a powerful narrative of redemption and triumph. In an unexpected twist, Richard approached Emily, genuinely remorseful for his actions. The transformative power of her story had touched him deeply, prompting him to seek forgiveness and a chance for redemption of his own. Emily, recognizing the sincerity in his words, chose to extend an olive branch, welcoming Richard into a community that valued growth and positive storytelling. The town of Storyville underwent a remarkable transformation. Emily's story became a symbol of unity and resilience, inspiring a newfound sense of camaraderie among the storytellers and writers in the community. Workshops on collaboration and creative support flourished, and the once competitive atmosphere gave way to a spirit of encouragement and shared success. Emily's journey from the depths of false accusations to the pinnacle of literary acclaim became a celebrated tale in Storyville and beyond. The power of her words not only restored her own reputation, but also paved the way for a literary community that thrived on positivity, collaboration, and the belief that every storyteller had a unique voice worthy of recognition.